What is going on, guys? Jack here and welcome to episode 92 of the Bristol Rovers career mode series. I'm going to start things off by going into a game against Watford in the Barclays Premier League, but before we get into anything, I just want to mention something very quickly, and that is if we do manage to hit 45 likes on this episode, I will upload another episode of career mode tomorrow, so be sure to smash the like button if you do want to see another episode of career mode tomorrow, and I'll get that done for you guys, as I've been lacking on the uploads a little bit, and I know you guys will probably be interested in a few more uploads being, uploaded on a more regular basis. But you can see we're going into this game in fourth on 32 points. Newcastle are behind us on 28 points, so we really should be winning this game to keep up the intensity up at the top of the table, and we really should be winning it. I mean, Watford, to be fair to them, they have an okay side, but they've got a side very similar to us. They've been promoted from the Championship, and they haven't got the strongest of sides, and we really should be winning, although they were playing 5 at the back. And when you play 5 at the back on FIFA against AI or on Ultimate Team against a real player, it's very difficult. It's just so difficult to break them down, and the only way to do it is counter-attack. But to be honest with you, I had a lot of possession anyway. Well, I felt like I had a lot of possession. I only had 46% possession, but they were holding the ball a lot of the time, and it meant it was very hard for me to break them down because they were just, I'm pretty sure they were going defensive, I'll be honest with you. And they get a really good chance here, actually, Watford, as Bennett does give away the ball here as he was trying to go on the attack. I doubt he would have actually created anything, and as they have a long shot here, that almost went into the back of the net. What a strike that would have been from about 35 yards out. That would have been a fantastic goal, but unfortunately for them, they couldn't score it. And it's instead us here as Callum Wilson gets played for a nice little 1-2, and we cross it in, but unfortunately, Ryan Brunt wasn't there. But that was a cracking half volley, by Valentino Lazaro. Almost went into the back of the net. Really good effort from him there. Really good technique as well. I love that animation on FIFA when they're doing half volleys. It's a really cool looking animation. But we do get a corner off of this. A really good chance to score. And we give it to Hewitt, our right back, who crosses it into the middle. Can we get ahead on it? No, we can't. Well, we can, but it's not good enough. Ryan Brunt really should be doing better there, and I really do struggle from set pieces. I don't know what it is, but I can never score from corners anymore. I honestly don't know what it is. Maybe it's just with this team, I've just got crap crosses. I really don't know, but to be honest with you, we really should be doing better from corners, and we really should be scoring more corners, if I'm going to be honest with you. But for some reason, we're just unable to score any whatsoever. But Josh Murphy does get a really good chance here, but he hits the post. Very unlucky. We should have scored there and made it 1-0, but unfortunately, we pick up a draw. I mean, it's okay. Picking up a draw isn't bad. It's not bad news, but once again, like in the last episode, we were getting draws against teams where we really should be winning, and Watford, they were just really hard to break down. Like I said, playing against 5 at the back is very difficult, and it's very hard to break down your opponent, no matter if they're AI or if they're a real player on Ultimate Team. It's always going to be a struggle, as we went into this next match against West Bromwich Albion, hoping that they weren't playing 5 at the back as well, and I don't think they were, as we go into this Capital One Cup match against West Bromwich Albion. I think if we win this is the quarterfinals, so if we win this, we go through to the semi-finals, which would be absolutely awesome. I do want to get some silverware under our belt this season. I doubt we're going to get the FA Cup, because the FA Cup is very difficult to get. You can see the draw there. We'll either be playing Manchester United or Leicester. For our sake, I do hope it's Leicester, and if it is Leicester, we've got a really good chance of getting to the final. I really do think we have a great chance of getting there, as long as we beat West Brom here, and just hope that Manchester United slip up. Otherwise, we've got a good chance of going out. Manchester United have a really strong side, and again, we hit the post from a long shot. I just couldn't believe it. It was the same post in 2 consecutive games we hit the same post, and it's instead them getting a chance there. But for some reason, Leighton recently, he's just been parrying stupid things. I don't know why he was doing that, as he could have easily caught the ball there. It wasn't that powerful whatsoever. But as Josh Murphy gets on the ball here in the 27th minute, he fake shots inside, and it's a really good chance for the former Norwich winger, who comes inside, has a shot, and puts it into the bottom corner. Really good finish there, and to be honest with you, West Brom should have defended better there. That was poor defending, but when you've got a player of that pace, you can sometimes catch out the AI. Like, seriously, they should have done a lot better there, but sometimes you really can catch out the AI and score those kind of goals where you just cut inside and you just carry on running. Sometimes the AI don't expect it. They really should do better. And in FIFA 15, I really do expect the defending of the AI to improve on world class for sure. But we get a really good chance here. And you know when you're containing and then the ball just falls to you, and then for some reason the AI decides to pass for you even though you're holding A and you're containing. That was one of those moments there. We could have extended our lead and made it 2-0. Would that cost us? I don't know, but we get a really good chance here as we pick up the ball, but then we lose it again. A really crazy through ball, and for some reason our defenders didn't even latch onto it, and they put it into the bottom corner. I couldn't believe it. They level up the game. West Bromwich Albion, one of their first chances in the game, and they level it up in the 83rd minute. So not much time left to get a winner in this match. Only 7 minutes indeed, plus a bit of extra time, of course, for the injury time. And it was really disappointing to concede that because the defender really should have done better there. You have a look at him. He just got... I think he just got absolutely confused here. But I have to apologise for what you're going to see here. This is just horrible material that you're going to see here. I scored a kickoff goal. Now, I didn't mean to shush. I shushed in anger at this moment in time because I was furious that West Bromwich Albion had scored that goal. Absolutely furious. And I know some of you will be a little bit angry with me for scoring that, and I do apologise. I try not to do it often, and I won't do it in the future because it's just a cheap way of getting a goal, and it's just not me. It really isn't. I don't usually score those kind of goals. I usually avoid them, but I was so angry that I just had to. But to be honest with you, it didn't really make much difference because we even got a third goal in this match. And yeah, I did have to apologise for that earlier goal there, and you can see me apologising with Ryan Brunt. But to be honest with you, that was a really well worked goal on the counter-attack. That's what we really need to do more often. Ryan Brunt does have the pace, and he also has the finishing. It's a cracking finesse shot round the goalkeeper, and it wins us the game 3-1. So Ryan Brunt is our saviour once again. This guy in this series has just been fantastic, and we'll be looking at the squad report as well very soon at his stats, as he has gone up to 70 overall, and he's got some incredible stats now, and they're only going to grow even better. He's only 23 years old, so he's got a lot of time left to grow, and he's certainly one of my favourite players I've used on this series, if not my favourite. And you can see there, in the quarterfinals, Leicester did actually beat Manchester United, which means we're going to be facing them in the semis, and we're either going to be facing Chelsea or Manchester United in the final. So we will be getting to the final, I hope, as long as we don't suffer a shock defeat to Leicester City, but we're probably less likely to win it now, as Chelsea or Manchester City are a strong side, whoever we do face in the final. But here's the squad report, having a little look at the players, and we got a lot of players that have started to grow. Connor Cody's gone up to 78 overall, Josh Murphy's gone up to 72, Valentino Lazaro up to 75 overall, got some really good stats, really good ball control and dribbling, and of course those 4-star skill moves, they do come in handy every now and then. And Mason Bennett is up to 72 overall, but look at these stats on Ryan Brunt: 88 pace, 90 strength, absolutely ridiculous, 75 finishing. Those three stats combined, they're just absolutely ridiculous, and that is exactly why he's such an overpowered player to use. He's just very good on the ball. Well, he's not that good at dribbling. He's really quite stiff at dribbling, and that is one problem I have had with him. But he is a bit of a target man, so I wouldn't expect him to be that good at dribbling, but maybe he will improve in that. He's got good agility, but his ball control is just really abysmal. I'll be honest with you, it's not that good at all. But Tommy Hoban has gone up to 73 overall. I will be selling Robert Hall in the January transfer window coming because he's not growing, and it's the same with, I think it was Callum Wilson, I do believe, our striker that we did buy from Coventry City. I think it was a year ago, last summer, so I will be selling him as well because he's just not grown. It's as simple as that. We want to have progress in this series, and if we're going to get any of that, we've got to sell our players and start building a better team. It's as simple as that, because if these players aren't going to grow, they're just not good enough and they can leave the club. It's as simple as that, with the exceptions to a few of the players that I am hoping to send out on loan and then hopefully boost their potential back up. I don't know how it works, but I've tried it a few times with Ryan Gould, sending him out on a short-term loan, but it just hasn't worked for me. So I'm just going to go ahead and sell those players while I can get the money for them, and then buy better players that will actually grow. But you can see we're going into the final match of this episode, and it is going to be against Arsenal, and we do take the lead here. It's actually Dongu who was playing in this match, because I had a lot of players that were low on fitness, and Dongu actually scores and takes the lead for us. It's a really good header, and it's, well, to be honest with you, it's not his heading accuracy that won him that header, it's his jumping. That's what it is. He's so good at jumping. He's got 97 jumping, so he's going to win pretty much everything in the air. Whether they're on target or not, it's a different story. But to be honest with you, I didn't expect this coming. I didn't see this coming whatsoever. Jack Wilshere manages to pounce on a rebound, and once again, I do believe it's Robert Lainton having a poor time in the net. He's just parrying things into the path of attackers. Maybe it's just me getting unlucky. I do believe that's George Long, actually. It's not actually Robert Lainton. I do apologise. But Arsenal do level it up there, and to make things even worse, they got a chance to take the lead here as Wellington Silva plays through Gibbs. Gibbs has a shot at the near post, but it's well saved by George Long in the net. I'm going to be absolutely furious if that's not George Long in the net, because I've just corrected myself and then I would have made a mistake. But it is actually George Long. Thank goodness for that. And they take the lead from a corner. I couldn't believe it. We have such tall defenders, but Vermaelen somehow outjumps all of the defenders in the box that we do have. And I just couldn't believe it. Hoban's not the tallest of players, granted, but we do have Valsvik as well, and we've got fairly tall right backs and left backs respectively, so I would have expected us to win that header, and unfortunately that does mean that we lose the game 2-1 to Arsenal. We did have to lose some time, and it was going to be to Arsenal. They're not doing too well in this league, but they did beat us here, and it was a bit of a shame that they did beat us, because we did have a few chances in the game, not too many, but Arsenal were a dominant force. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode of Career Mode. If you have, please be sure to hit that like button. And if you do want another episode out tomorrow, please be sure to smash the like button. If we can hit 45 likes, that would be greatly appreciated, and I'll upload another episode tomorrow. But I'm going to have to leave it there, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time for another video. Thanks for watching.